Hey folks, Jaxzyn here. We're going to try to blast through the daily world quests all throughout the Broken Shore. Definitely take advantage of these if you're like me and trying to collect the ever important, we'll call it ever rare or elusive artifact appearances. So I want all four is my goal from a standpoint or an objective. I'm at 2 currently. Where am I at here? PvP, honor. I've got 2 crests so far. I've got the crest of heroism, but I really want the next 2. So crest of carnage, I'm currently at a prestige 9, so I'm pretty close. And then prestige 15, that's going to be a push, I feel. So we'll see how it goes. Really trying to put a major push on for Battlegrounds right now. You can see Sign of Battle is the weekly bonus event, so we are going to be pushing an obscene amount of Battlegrounds this next little bit. And while we're just waiting for a respawn there, we will just clean up the trash. Laystone lockbox, slowly just completely filling up my loot bag. I've got 5 of those. I've got to get some kind of rogue rock in here pretty quick to take advantage of that. And where am I sitting at from a treasure standpoint? We'll knock off the captain right away. You can see my brothers and sisters just help top me up at 100. And there we go, first world quest down. Now, fortunate for me, the Blackrook Rumble, which is the 500 honor, the most important every 6th hour dungeon. Prioritize this, hit it right away. So for me, I'm currently on mountain time, and how I try to take advantage of it, I'll log on in the evening here, 8:25, before 9 o'clock. I'll get the first 500 honor world quest, take advantage of that. Shortly after, when the time switches to 9 o'clock, you'll get a new respawn. With the new respawn, I go essentially try to prioritize that next 500 honor, knock off that world quest, and then I actually head out the door for work around 6:45 every morning. So I'll get up, if I'm getting up at 6 o'clock to accommodate that, quick shower and a really short breakfast, I'll get up at 5:50, log on really quick, and because I'm a paladin, I will send the Vanguard of the Silver Hand just to essentially knock it off regardless of geographic location. So that typically works out really well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I want to queue on me, eh? This pally. Not quite prepared. There's one down. I'll find out where my... So, if there's nobody in the dungeon, this actually works out even better. You'll get random trash make an appearance. Brock the Crazed. But then if you get tagged in the back like this, it's just an absolute buzzkill. Alright, we will slowly jump up through the process here. Just going straight to revive. Oh, and just like that. Knock that one off. Got a quick reminder to go mow the lawn while that season's still rolling and in our favor before the snow hits. But that's the quick and dirty world quest there. Additionally, we'll probably jump up to Night Watcher's Perch, but before we do that, take advantage of your Flight Master's Whistle. That's a pickup through some Broken Shore questing. Prioritize that. It gets you to the nearest flight vendor. Use that flight vendor to make the jump. I'm probably going to head to Sylvan Falls. We'll just do it that way. Outside of that, this gives you a good opportunity. Like me, I typically hop over to my second screen, hop on Wowhead, let's see what's going on there. Looks like Antorus is rolling through the PTR right now, this 7.3.2. Seems kind of strange that we're going away from the 7.30, 7.35, but I think that's actually just Blizz trying to extend the concept of us finishing up this expansion and the whole Legion storyline, trying to extend that out as long as we can, which I'll be honest with you, I'm perfectly fine with. I've got several achievements and I'm really not even playing any alts. I'm probably putting in 15-20 hours a week, but that's on my main. Trying to really keep up with the dungeon grind, and really at this point it's do everything that we can to get the Titan Forged bounces. I've got some exploration achievements. I think everybody should try to take advantage and knock them out, in Legion in particular. You can see Nax Victim is going to be the most challenging one if you haven't completed that yet, like me. Underbelly Tycoon's pretty straightforward. You just need to prioritize it and spend some time in Underbelly. Shoot first, loot later. That's around the hidden treasures of Argus. Infused and Abused. Kill 10 enemies while fell infused from a single lightning on Argus. I actually haven't touched that yet. Next victim is actually from the Broken Isle. We'll get to that in a little bit. Invasion Eradication. This is basically the demonic commanders from each of the regular invasion points. It's pretty random as far as how these bosses drop in different areas they show up in, but try to prioritize it. I know we get some quests from basically from both Illidan and Trillion that makes it valuable to continue to chase this. Invasion Obliteration, that's the 6 Legion Generals from the Greater Invasion Point scenarios. So I've got 2 left to go there. And then outside of that, we've got the Commander of Argus. That's essentially 60 rare bosses. I've got most of the easy ones so far. A lot of the remainders require some degree of summoning. So you'll see me continue to prioritize that, and I've been trying to identify through some videos where the best spot is to find those. So stay tuned as we really explain how the ones that require some summoning go. Outside of that, this whole line is pretty fun. So we came here for 2 reasons: to kill demons and chew mana buns, and we're all out of mana buns, and that's really just we're trying to knock off a whole bunch of demons, and you can see the reward is the Bleak Hoof Rune Strider, so that'll be pretty fun as well. Obviously we want all the mounts, so that's pretty cool. Outside of that, you're going to see us continue. It continues to be Brewfest for the time being, so we'll be prioritizing a little bit of time to knock off Corn Dire Brew. Obviously you get essentially dungeon or rare bosses like this. If you plan on running an alt, take advantage of it. It increases your odds of picking up at least some sort. What are we waiting on? Increases your odds of picking up some sort of mount, which is really the goal. There we are, Honor 28. That's progress, 230 million artifact power. That's wicked, and we're just going to get to flying. So we'll have some fun this next little bit, but I'm going to push PvP for quite a bit And then as we actually advance towards 7.32, the big one for me, I think, is the one that's currently outstanding. I want to get all of my appearances for my artifact weapons, and I think that's not an unreasonable challenge. That's going to be the extent of my appetite, at least, for pushing any more PvP content. While it's easy to start to go from bad to become an average player in PvP, it just takes such a ton of time. And until we kind of sober up and realize that from a benefit standpoint, it doesn't make a ton of sense for me to spend the next week grinding PvP if it wasn't for that appearance. But if I could run my alts and get them some eye level bonuses and have that honor contribute to an upper prestige contribution, then I think I would be pushing several alts aggressively. It's an easy area to improve this next little bit, so hopefully we get a little bit more collaboration with the developers and they see that opportunity for what it is, because I think it'll help round out the number of people who are running alts. I know kind of the major challenge is we went from basically a content drought going through Draenor for such a period of time. It was really, really dry, and then all of a sudden plunge, we're deep diving into the gory belly that just happens to be Legion, and there's so much to do. Like, I really like it endgame rating. I certainly want to continue to get better on that, but I want all the dungeons as well, and then on top of the dungeons, I want all the PvP, and I want to do mail collecting and run some old ones to essentially complete a couple appearance sets that are out there, some previous tiers that are only able to pick up from running bosses, all the old content. So we're going to try to prioritize that, and you'll see that this next little bit. But we will finish off this world quest, and hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Who do I have with me here? Got a human death knight. What's up? For me, I always like to prioritize knocking off this boss right away. Head straight for the captain. Perfect. Now it starts to get pretty fun because we just get to make our way down. Alright, yo. Alright, guy. So, when you're pushing content like this, you head to these most populated places as quick as you can. Right, that's the benefit. If you have AoE that's pretty capable, like this Divine Storm on the Paladin, that makes a huge difference. Additionally, I just recently made the switch and came back to Blades of Wrath or Blade of Justice, and that's been pretty beneficial for actually a variety of reasons. Let's see, 88%, so I need 2. So I'll try to tag those 2. And that one's down. And now that one's down, just like that. Alright. Cool. That is the world quest in basically 11 minutes. That's as fast as we could hope for. If you've got any questions, comments, feedback, things that I can be doing better, definitely hook me up with your review or advice. I definitely will take it. I think we're all trying to improve as players, unless you're just here to troll, and that sometimes can be pretty funny. I'm going to bounce for now, folks, but if you have any advice, leave it in the comments down below, and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. See ya.